Welcome to part 2 of my playthrough of the Shamutanti Hills by Steve Jackson. If you missed part 1, don't worry, absolutely nothing happened. My character set out in search of the Crown of Kings, spent a few days hiking through the hills, stayed in some nice inns, ate some lovely food, but didn't actually fight anyone or use any spells. But right at the end, I got the plague. Can I survive? Let's find out. Okay, so I've just got out of the plague village. Somewhere down the hill, you stop for a rest. You sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downwards into a vale. Cradled between three hills is a village, and quite a large one at that. The sun is falling rapidly, and you decide to head downwards towards the settlement. An overhanging branch touches your face, and you hear a lively chirping. Hovering on your shoulder is a small creature the size of your thumb. It is childlike but very thin, with green skin, and it flies around you on transparent wings. It seems to be quite friendly and alights on your shoulder. You may talk to it or try to get rid of it with a spell. Well, if it's friendly, I'll just talk to it. Plus I don't know what any of the spells actually do. The creature is a mini-mite and calls itself Ian. It is very friendly and tells you you're looking down on Shamutanti, the largest village in the Shamutanti Hills. Shamutanti is a friendly village where all travellers spend at least one night. Consequently, prices are a little on the high side. Oh God, I've barely got enough money as it is. The mini-mite would like to come with you. Will you allow it to stay on your shoulder and follow the path down into Shamutanti? Or will you tell it you would rather travel alone? Yeah, I'll take the mini-mite with me. Seems... What harm can it do? Famous last words. 111. There seems to be a good deal of merriment in the village. It is the festival of the young, whispers Ian. Once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It is a time of great fun and pranks. A number of children sit in the street ahead, drinking ale. Sounds like my village. A little too much, it seems, as they are laughing loudly. Ahead a young boy holds an old woman over his knee and is spanking her. Hello. A group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign which reads Glam Dragon's Tavern. A group of girls is standing at a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall, tripping up their elders as they pass and giggling to each other. Would you like to avoid this festival and make for the inn? Visit the tavern? Head for the crystal waterfall? Or leave town straight away? I mean, as fun as it would be to just leave town, I'll go with this. I'll head for the crystal waterfall. You travel along a path leading upwards a little way until you reach a large natural waterfall. The only path to it leads past a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. It seems the price to pay for visiting the waterfall is 3 gold pieces. It's a beautiful sight with large golden stalactites hanging from the rocks all the way down. Will you pay the price and visit the waterfall, return to the village and head for the inn, or go onwards out of town? Well, I've only got 7 gold pieces left, so I'm not paying to just visit a waterfall. I'll go back to the inn. The inn is not cheap. A bed for the night is 5 gold pieces and a meal is 4. Yeah, I can't really afford this. I better just leave the village and find a place to bed down. You find a quiet place to rest outside the village. Away from the bustle of the Festival of Youth, you are able to get a good night's sleep. The mini-mite curls up near you. You eat provisions before you go to sleep, and add 2 stamina points. 3 stamina points for the rest. So I deduct 1 provision, but I can add 5 stamina points. So having the plague won't affect me that much. You rise early and leave soon after dawn, with Ian still hovering around your head as you set off. Have I got him for the rest of the entire book? Did you eat it all yesterday? If not, you must deduct 3 stamina points. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, could you deduct 3 points for having the plague? Although I'm still far stronger than I was when I set off. There are 2 paths ahead, one uphill to the east and one downhill to the west. Which will you choose? Well, I'm not sure which direction I'm supposed to be going, so Well, I'm fed up with the hills anyway, so I'll go downhill to the west. You travel downhill along the valley for an hour, but then the path turns uphill again. The hill you are now climbing is not too steep, and as noon approaches, you are again on a descending path. You may stop and eat provisions if you wish, and may add 2 stamina points if you do so. Well, I've only got 1 provision left, so I'm not going to waste it. Further along the path in the afternoon, Ian, who has been chattering incessantly to you, wants you to stop. You are being watched. As you are now in the wood, you proceed cautiously. Suddenly the bushes part, and a figure steps forward. Dressed in black, this tall man bars your way. Will you prepare to do battle, or speak with him? Well, so far I've been doing pretty well just from talking to people, so I'll try and talk to him. The stranger ignores your words and grabs a sharp scimitar. Oh, great. Finally get to fight something. You prepare to fight the tall assassin. Skill 8, stamina 6. Oh, well, his stamina's not too bad. But his skill is more than mine. Or you may cast a spell. Well, I haven't done that yet, so I should explain that you are meant to memorise all the spells in the spell book before you play the game, and you're not supposed to consult the spell book while you're playing it. I don't know how many people actually kept to that. It's very easy to just ignore that rule and just look up the spells anyway. But for this first playthrough at least, I'm going to try and play by the rules. I did look at the spells before last week's session, but I can't remember any of them. I think Zap might have been one, so yeah, I'll try Zap, 3 or 5. Deduct 4 stamina points. You cast your spell and wait for the lightning bolt to shoot at the assassin. But nothing happens. The Minimite screams at you. Don't waste your time on spells. Minimites are protected, though it's sometimes a curse with a protection aura. You cannot cast spells when I'm about. Well, you could have said that earlier. I just wasted 4 stamina points. You must return and fight the assassin. Right, so roll 2 dice for the creature. 6. This is not going well. 1, that's better. And add its skill. 6 and 1 is 7. So that gives it an attack score of 15. My skill is 7 plus 2, that's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, that's 13, so I lose 2 stamina points. I've still got 30, so this could take a while. Right, I'll roll for the assassin again. 1, ha! And 5, that's 6. Plus 8 is 14. Now I'll roll for me. That's a skill of 7 plus 4, that's 11. No, I've just got to beat 14. 13. Nope, no good. I mean, I've got 1 less skill, but I've got a load more stamina still, so in theory I should eventually win this. Right, so assassin. 5. 4, that's 9. Plus 8 is 17. So my skill's 7, so I've just got to beat 10 on these next 2 rolls. 6. 6, 12. Yes, got him. Stamina's down to 4. But I can spare his life when it gets reduced to 3. So I'm just going to have another one of those lucky breaks. Right, skill 8 plus 6 plus 2 is 16. I do not like the sound of that. My skill 7 plus 1. There's no point even rolling again, but 6, yeah, that's still no good. Again, skill 8 plus 5 plus 6. Oh, come on, that's 19. I need 2 6s to beat this. Ooh, 1 6. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Another 6. That's a draw. What happens now? If both are the same, you've both missed, and start the next attack round. Okay. Right, skill 8 plus 5 plus 3, that's 16. My skill is 7 plus 1 plus 1 is 9. I've just got to be lucky once. One more time, that's all it takes. Right. Assassin skill 8 plus 3 plus 4 is 15. That's beatable, yeah. My skill is 7 plus 5, that's 12. $14. So close. But at least I'm only down to my original stamina. So that says something, I think. Again, Assassin skill 8 plus 2. Oh, good, good. 10 plus another 2. 12. Easy, easy. I can beat that. So my skill is 7 plus 4. 11. Great. Plus 2. Yes. I've reduced his stamina to 2, which means I can spare his life. Hooray! It's finally over. He begs for mercy, and when you step back from the battle, he is overwhelmingly grateful. I'm not surprised. Picking himself up and nursing his wounds, he tells you he is Flanker. Is that his first or last name? An assassin and thief. He always picks up wayfarers for combat practice, and thought you would be no match. He too is headed for Carré, and in return for your mercy, he promises he will remain your friend. This will be a valuable asset in the city port. When you reach Carré, you will meet Flanker again, and he promises he will aid you. Oh, this is interesting. Turn to reference 79 in his second sorcery adventure to find out how he will help. See, now this is great. This is one of those things you can do in the 4-book series that you can't do in the regular books. I just hope there's more of this sort of thing to come. He will not accompany you to Carré, and instead disappears into the woods. You have made a valuable contact here. Add 2 luck points and continue. Oh, well, this is alright. Well, my stamina is back to how it was at the start, but my luck is exceptionally good. So overall, I think I came out of that pretty well. Continuing along the path and round the side of a hill, you are now becoming increasingly irritated by the mini-mates chattering, not to mention the inability to cast spells. You come across a small wooden hut, where an old woman sits on the front step. As you pass, she calls out to you, inviting you over. Will you see what she wants, or ignore her and continue? Yeah, I'll see what she wants. Maybe she'll take Ian off my hands. The old woman invites you into her house and bids you sit down. This is her. It's not a very flattering picture. In fact, I could probably draw better one myself, and I'm not an artist. She is lonely on her own in the woods and appreciates the company of others. Offering you a drink, she shuffles off into the kitchen and returns with 2 large cups of tea and 1 tiny one. Ian is a little suspicious and tells you so. The old woman glares at him and expresses openly her disgust for mini-mites. She has forgotten the pot and returns to the kitchen to fetch it. You may, if you wish, switch your cup of tea with hers, or you may wait for her to return and drink the one she has given you. I mean, would you trust a woman with a face like that? Yeah, I'm going to switch the cups of tea. You chat to her and drink your, or rather her, tea. Suddenly a pain grips your stomach. No! You wince and cough and are horrified to find you are starting to throw up. No, sorry, seize up. Desperately you try to keep moving, but the paralysis drug takes effect. How suspicious stranger, she laughs. I can count on travellers suspecting my witchcraft. You are powerless to watch as she goes through your bag looking for magical artefacts. If you have a page for a spellbook, turn to 77. I do actually, yeah. She comes across the spellbook page and drops your pack. My book, she cries. The missing page. Why did you not tell me you had my missing spell? She scurries off into the kitchen and returns with a cup of liquid, which she pours into your mouth. This antidote gradually takes effect, unfreezing your body. She slaps you gently to bring you round. 4 days ago I was visited by a traveller such as yourself, she explains. The rogue was leafing through my book when I caught him, and as I challenged him he raced off, taking his page with him. He must have been a wizard of some power, considering the speed with which he vanished. I cast an aging spell on him, but it seemed to do no good. She thanks you for bringing it back, and offers to show you how useful it is. She will rid you of the mini-mite pest if you wish. Yes, please! If you want to get rid of Ian and regain your ability to cast spells, add together this page number you had with the number on what must be the next page and turn to that reference number. Well, the spellbook is page 102. Right, okay, I did have to cheat a bit. But she did say 102 and the page number of what would be the next page. So 102 plus 103 equals 205. To be fair, it wasn't really worded very well. Squealing loudly, the mini-mite disappears from your shoulder. You are relieved to find that you will be able to make use of your magic once more. Yeah, especially as I still haven't used any spells in this entire adventure. The old woman allows you to leave, and you continue along the path. It is now late afternoon. You pass over the brow of the next hill, and below you is a village. Another one. The path leads into the village, and you have little choice but to enter Torapani. Torapani is inhabited by the Sphinx, an aggressive-looking race of monarchs. But as you enter the village, an air of depression hanging over the place becomes more apparent. The Sphinx take no notice of you, and you sit down on a tree stump in the centre of the village, surveying the miserable creatures. Will you head for the inn to spend the night there, or attempt to make contact with the villagers? Well, last time I made contact with the villagers I got the plague, so I'm just going to the inn, I think. The inn serves hot food for 3 gold pieces, and you may eat here if you can afford it. Not really. If you have not yet eaten today, add 2 stamina points if you buy a meal. A bed for the night costs 5 gold pieces. Tell you what, I'll buy the food. Only got 4 gold pieces left. But my stamina is starting to look healthy again. If you would rather leave the village and sleep rough, $35. You stop at the edge of the village and prepare to bed down for the night. You may eat provisions if you have any. You soon drift off, but are awakened rudely by 3 Sphinx who hold you to the ground, pinning your arms. They carry you to a small hut at the edge of the village. Turn to 71. Well, I think that's where we have to leave it for this week. What a cliffhanger. Will I survive? Find out next week. I'll be back next week with another instalment. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that, and hopefully I'll see you again next time.